Yeah, I think we're getting ready to roll. I am way behind schedule by like a whole couple minutes, but still, I think we're getting ready to roll right here. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another evening of our Warp Ride Wednesdays. Can I change this? I cannot. I can't change the text. Remind me at the end of the stream, I gotta change the text on here to make it look all nice and fancy stuff. So as per usual, well, wait a minute, let's say hi to everybody. Hello to Trainer Joey YT, we have Spidey Motion, we got Genesect Gaming, CRJ 2002, Ricky Gamer 24, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us for the evening. So as per usual, the rundown for tonight is going to be going through the Ultra Wormhole, trying to find us some cool shiny Pokemon, some Ultra Beasts perhaps. And once we're done doing some hunting for the first, say, 40 minutes or so, we're going to do a Battle Royal with the first 3 people that managed to jump in with their usernames in the chat. And the winner of that Battle Royal gets to choose one of the Pokemon I collect during the stream, and a couple extra Pokemon I'll toss in as well. And other than that, we will then do Wonder Trading for the remainder of the Pokemon. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of something different to start off with, though. I did manage to scan a bunch of the old TCG cards from last night that we did with our giveaway. I want to do an island scan to start off with, see what we can find. King Dragoon, you're going to play with your friend? Awesome stuff. And Genesect Gaming, asking, guess what? I got no clue where to begin with that guess. Feel free to let me know what is going on. And hello to Electrified and Molga. For once, I didn't say Electrified. I am pretty good in that sense sometimes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and scan things up to start with. I want to see what we can find. On Pony Island, we find a Leavanny in Pony Meadow. I'm going to go grab that. And then we'll do some Wonder Trading. I already have a Leavanny, of course. I've got Grub, our main Pokemon, on our, what was it, the Unova team. But let's go grab this while we're here. I like doing the QR code scanning now. I haven't done it forever, and I kind of forgot about it, actually. But you can get Pokemon with not hidden ability. You can get egg moves on some of these Pokemon, which is pretty cool. I think it's already guaranteed what you're going to get, though, because I have 2 Chestnut from the QR code scanning. And they both had, I think, Spikes was the egg move. Alright, so we find Leavanny here. Could be shiny, maybe, if we're lucky, too. I didn't think it would be. But I really love the QR code scanning, because you can find species that don't exist in the region, which leads you to wonder, how exactly do you find these things? Let's go with a Razor Shell. If it gets knocked out, I'm not too upset about it. Oh, it really does not get knocked out. Grassy terrain. Interesting. So you subscribed, awesome. Thank you, Genesect, appreciated. If you want to check out some more regular content, subscribing is, of course, the way to go. And you have an EX raid tomorrow in Pokemon Go. I bet it's still going to be the Mewtwo, but I wonder, so I've been seeing people on Twitter saying that Jirachi has been added to the code, and they show the shiny form too. What if they mix it up, and they have Jirachi as a new EX Pokemon? That'd be kind of interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and go for the false swipe. Now, the grassy terrain is going to heal this up, so it's not the best spot to be in. But I can switch into somebody and go for the Thunder Wave. We brought our little buddy with us. Good old Pikachu. Let's switch over there. Hello to Jesus Velasquez. Jesus, we'll say. And Ninja Duo asking, yep, I have a Duod. Absolutely. Back when I played through Gen 5... the white version that I played, I wasn't really a big fan of the way Samurott looked. I've always been, on the thought process that evolution makes a Pokemon more, humanoid, I guess, more bipedal. And the fact that a 2-footed Duot evolved into a 4-legged Samurott, I didn't really like that. So I chose not to evolve Seaward. I kept him as a Duot, and I'm kind of happy with that. I don't often leave Pokemon in their middle forms, so I thought now's the time to do that, just to mix things up a little bit. Alright, so we have this paralyzed. Oh, actually, Pikachu's going to heal up on the ground, too. So let's go for a nice Pokeball. Oh, there goes the grass. Let's go for a Pokeball, see if we can catch this, and then we'll jump over to the Ultra Wormhole. Do you guys like this idea of doing a QR code scan first? If so, I can do this on like a regular basis. Stop entrainmenting me. We're going back into C-word. We gotta go for more false swipings. And Genesect is... you're going to have trouble if you say it because it's made from Mewtwo. Well, the thing is, Jirachi is also Psychic type. So if you're going for Dark or Ghost moves, those are still super effective on a Jirachi. The only difference is you're also going to be adding Fire and Ground weaknesses to Jirachi. I really doubt, though, they've changed it up just yet. I mean, eventually you'll find out, of course, when that egg does hatch open. But it probably is still Mewtwo, so don't worry too much about that. And CRJ prefers Samurott over Duat. Awesome stuff. That's what I like. There's so many different Pokemon. Everyone has preferences, and like, you know, not one is wrong over the other. It's whatever you like. Would you just stop breaking out of these Pokeballs? That would be scary if you had a physical move. So far we've seen Entrainment, Grassy Terrain, Leaf Storm, and you're at -4, and you got Swords Dance. So, what would have been the egg move? I'm thinking Grassy Terrain, maybe? Come on! Why are you gonna do that? My volume's too low here, too, by the way. Let's turn this up a little bit. Alright, bear with me here, folks. This is gonna take forever. Oh, critical throw! We're gonna get the... It's gonna be another day of critical throws for us. I hope that's a good omen for things to come. I love when you hear the whiz sound as it flies through. And Genesect, you are afraid if Mewtwo has Focus Blast. That would be a good reason to be afraid. Be very afraid. Alright, let's see what you've got. So I'm thinking Grassy Terrain is the egg move, because I think the egg move comes to the top of this list here. It's got Swarm, it's a neutral nature, and not much more needs to be said. Can't check the judge potential of it just yet, though. But we'll send you to the box. I have a special box I've set up for my QR code scan Pokemon. Alright, we're going to head on over to the Wormhole, finally. And what is my favorite Pokemon, CRJ is asking? I've always got usual, typical answers. I'm going to say my ultimate favorite would be Squirtle, because it was my first Pokemon, and I got to be nostalgic. I got to stick with, you know, where my roots come from. Squirtle is, well, I'd say one of my favorites. As far as, like, okay, I've always said Squirtle is a favorite. Type-wise, Electric is my favorite. Looks-wise, Bug types are my favorite. But let's go a little bit more deeper than that, I guess. I also like Sandslash, as far as looks go, because I've said things like Pinsir and Scyther and all that, they look cool. But I like the look of Sandslash. I like the look of, I think Drapion looks kind of cool. And other typing, I don't know if I have other specific typing that I like more than the others. But yeah, Electric type for its ability to counter its weaknesses. I guess I like Water type as well. I understand Water type is one of the more plentiful types in all of Pokemon. Plus, a lot of them can learn Ice and Ground moves, which cover their only two weaknesses, being Electric and Grass. But, yeah, I'd say let's just go with a nice simple answer of Squirtle. I also do, as you can tell from the hat and the shirt, I'm not sure if you can see the shirt or not, but Charizard is a favorite as well. I guess, let's think about it in generations. Do I have a specific favorite from different generations? I like, as far as Gen 2, Heracross is actually pretty cool. I do like Heracross. Gen 3... Again, more type-wise than anything, I really like, what is it? Swampert. Because it's only weak to grass, and if only you could give it Sap Sipper, it would be immune to, or not immune, but it would be like no weaknesses at all, which would be pretty awesome. And as much as I hate fighting against them in the main series games, or at least I did back when Steel was overpoweredly resistant to things, I do like Metagross. Actually, I also like Flygon. Flygon looks pretty cool too. It looks almost like a bug, so I guess that kind of goes in with my bug type affinity. And Gen 4... What stands out in Gen 4? Well, I like a lot of the new evolutions in Gen 4. I think of the two evolutions, let's say Glaceon's probably my favorite of the two. I find, even though it's kind of slow, it has really good special offense. And I did have a whole team of evolutions in that game. I'm getting pulled in! I can't avoid this! Ah! Okay, there's our first encounter here. You made it to the stream. That's right, Trainer Joey YT. We're 34 light years in. There's a Ralts in front of Genesec's house. You better run out and grab that. The stream's still going to be going on, of course, when you come back. Ultra Sun team after trading for Electrified Emolga is Emolga, Totodile, Sableye, Minccino, and Misdreavus. Nice stuff. You might want to get maybe a ground type in there, perhaps? I'm not sure. And hello, Splatoon Warrior. Welcome to our stream tonight. CRJ's favorite is Hydreigon for Pokemon. And Jesus' first Pokemon was Chimchar. Very cool choice. One of the 3 fire fighting types eventually. And what else is going on? Super Ash, welcome to our stream tonight. I can use the circle pad for the wormhole. I do know that. I actually prefer using the motion controls, though. I'm weird like that. Oh, Genesect, you can catch it from your room. Awesome stuff. But I like the physical feeling of I'm moving around with the game. I use the circle pad for the Mantine surfing, so I like to mix it up a little bit. Alright, no shiny. I'm going to knock this thing out with a nice X scissor in the hopes that it drops an item for me. What was something I knocked out? It dropped not a berry. I can't remember. There was something I knocked out, and it dropped a decent item. And Genesect's favorite Pokemon is, if you can't guess it, Genesect. And looks like Ricky Gamer 24's favorite is Squirtle. Awesome stuff. Or is that just repeating what I had said? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's encounter number 1. I'm going to use my D6 here. I've been using it for everything. Keep track of how many encounters that we get. So we're going for encounter number 2. I think I'll go for like 5 standard encounters, and then I'll go for an Ultra Beast. What did you surprise money for? Well, I bought all the clothes I can get, so I'll go for items now. I'm always ready for the next battle. Also, using the QR code scanning thing, my nose is itchy by the way, I managed to get another Rotom that showed up. So I can now use the appliances down in Professor Kakui's basement and get all the different Rotom forms. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're heading back into the wormhole. CRJ, even though you like the most controls, would you agree the most controls in Sonic and the Secret Rings were garbage? I wouldn't say garbage. I would say they could have been a lot more refined, though. There was many times when I had trouble with, you know, backing up and stuff like that. So they were far from perfect, admittedly. But I kind of got used to them a little bit. I used to, like, you know, side to side. One of my favorite battles in all of that game was the final fight against Eraser Jin, where you're chasing down that long hallway. And there wasn't a lot of forward and backwards you needed to do. It was just side to side, jumping and stuff like that. So some aspects of that motion control setup were pretty decent, I would say. But yeah, like I said, it could have been a lot more refined. Like if they didn't have anything needing to go backwards and forwards, well, backwards, forwards you're going automatically, that would have been a little bit more appreciated, I guess. Alright, so let's keep our eyes peeled for one of those vortexy looking wormholes. And as soon as I can focus back on the other computer screen, I can get back to the chat. So as a reminder, once I get through all of these encounters looking for these shinies and Ultra Beasts, anyone that's interested in a Battle Royal, keep that in mind, because I will issue a challenge to everybody. Whoever manages to win that Battle Royal, assuming it's not me, and that's a safe assumption, then you will get to choose... No! I didn't want that one. I thought it was going to curve upward. You'll get to choose one of the captures that we get. Alright, only made it 2,100 in. I thought the overall tunnel was going to be moving out of the way, so I thought I was safe up there. Encounter number 2. Sigilyph. Can we find a shiny? No. We can Ice Beam this thing, though. Alright, you're also getting better at Pokemon TCG, Genesect Gaming. Glad to hear it. Could have another challenger for future streams, which actually is going to be good, because like I said last night, I think I'm going to start extending those streams, or maybe doing the thing where if we hit certain like goals, we'll extend the stream longer, and if the players can defeat me, that's when I'll give out the extra codes. Now, I know in the past I have said I'll give out extra codes if we hit like goals, but essentially, if we hit the like goals I set during the stream, then that gives me more time to give out more codes anyway, so it's kind of still serving the issue, or serving the purpose of adding more codes to the giveaways. And Electrified Emolga's favorite Pokemon is Emolga. Again, I can kind of assume that from the name. I mean, you shouldn't always assume that for sure, though. Some people have different names for their usernames, not necessarily their favorite Pokemon. And CRJ, personally, Eraser Jin was hard because of the controls, but the final form, well, I call him Ultimate Eraser Jin, because Alf, Layla, Walela is hard to say. Or not. The controls for that fight weren't that bad. I like that too, because again, there wasn't too much of back and forth you had to do, and wasn't it basically like you could just, if you're shaking the Wii remote to power up... Oh, let me tell you this though. Alright, if you guys don't know Sonic and the Secret Rings, if you haven't played it, I'd say feel free to look it up, get some backstory onto what this game was all about. But it was one of the, I think it was the Wii launch title, or at least one of the early Wii games. Let's say back before the motion control stuff was maybe not at its peak performance, it wasn't fully refined, but that is the first final boss in any game ever that actually made me physically sweat, because there's so much motion, so much, you know, shaking of the Wii remote that you need to do in that. And as you know, it might sound gross or whatever, but by the end of the fight, my ankles were sweating. That's how much I was just overexerting myself fighting that guy, because I had to fight him several times. Didn't manage to beat him on the first attempt, and yeah, it took a lot out of me. Like as soon as I finally beat him, I just flopped backwards onto the bed, and I was just like so exhausted. But I loved that though, because it's the first time I've experienced that in like a game, and it was a cool experience. Now, granted, I when I'm playing games with the Wii and anything like sort of motion controlled, I try to be a little bit more enthusiastic with it. Back when Twilight Princess first came out on the Wii, people had said, all you gotta do is sit down on your couch and wiggle the remote, and that does Link's sword swipes. It wasn't like a one-to-one thing like it was with Skyward Sword. But I was the kind of person that's like, no, I'm going to be swinging the Wii remote the way Link swings the sword to feel more engrossed in the game. So I put myself into extra motion and stuff because it's good exercise, good cardio for getting yourself warmed up. So to that end, whenever I was fighting Eraser Jin, I was like, essentially you just need to shake the remote like crazy and power up when you're like attacking and stuff. But when it came down to when Sonic goes in this big flurry of punches against him, I was doing a bunch of punch motions with it just to feel more into the game. Grab that. Oh, come on. We're not going to make it. We're getting pulled in, I'm sure. Give me that orb. Yes, we can dodge. No, we can't. Aw, it faked me. Man. Alright, we got pulled into this one. This is going to be encounter number 3. We're at 4,500 light years away. Yveltal is Genesec's second favorite Pokemon. And right, CRJ, Sonic in the Secret Rings is good exercise. I'd say it's good warm-up for like a serious exercise routine, because that gets the blood pumping. Just Dance 4 could be a good warm-up too, Genesec says in the chat. That's not a shiny. We don't want you. Get out of here. What do I think about Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic Heroes? CRJ is wondering. I really like Sonic and the Black Knight because it felt better, because of course you had the nunchuck to use your the thumb pad to maneuver around, so it was a little bit easier in that sense. And I kind of liked it. Again, I was using like you could just basically, well, no, you couldn't just wiggle the Wii remote like crazy because you had to actually time your shots properly. And I liked that because it was more of a timing thing. And that was pretty cool. Also, the fact that they brought other Sonic characters into it and made them playable was kind of cool. Like, they were hard to use sometimes. Knuckles' climbing ability was kind of weird. But, I mean, it was still cool. Hang on, we gotta go for some citrus berries here. Bear with me a brief little moment to do some healing ups. I finally managed to get lychee berries and salic berries from the Pony Island. I'm now I'm now harvesting those up. And those are pretty good items to have. Of course, in a pinch, your Pokemon eats those and one of their stats will sharply boost. Lychee berries sharply boost your attack stat, and salic berries sharply boost your speed. That's pretty cool. And Sonic Heroes. What did I think about Sonic Heroes? Not a super huge, mega big fan of that, just because it feels way too loose sometimes. Like, the movement it can be like way out there. You go from 0 to 60 in like a split second. Your speed is almost like maxed out. But I liked it for the story mode, and I have a fun story to share about that. Now, I thought it was kind of strange that pretty much 3 of the teams are the same game, just varying levels of difficulty. I did love, though, that Team Chaotix had a whole, like a Where's Waldo sort of thing going for it. Like, find these hidden items and find the computer room and all this stuff. And the thing I didn't really like, though, was, since when can Big the Cat do a Sonic spin? Since when can, who else? E123 Omega. Since when can Omega do a Sonic spin? Like, just things like that seem kind of weird. They had to give characters all the same abilities, though, to make sense of the way the teams were. So I understand that, gameplay-wise. Just seemed kind of strange to see Big the Cat. And, like, not only that, but, like, someone like Big the Cat running as fast as he can. Now, they're not as fast as Team Sonic, but Team Rose still moves pretty quick when you're controlling Amy. And the fact that Big can keep up with her, I just couldn't really buy that. However, the fun story was, my friend and I, my friend Evan, actually, I mentioned him a few times, we were playing through the game from start to finish, and I wanted to do a thing where we're going to play through the entire game, all 4 teams, taking turns, like trading off. So I would do Team Sonic and Team Dark, and he would be Team Rose and Team Chaotix. And we wanted to get to the secret ending where you have to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds throughout the game. I'm not going to make it far this time. Oh, come on! You saw that. They threw every electric orb in my face. Alright, then. But we wanted to get to a point where we would make it to the final battle with all the Chaos Emeralds. So we were at the final world, the Egg Fleet, and then... what's the last one? I forget. Anyway, Dr. Eggman's fleet. We were there. I went through his Team Sonic. I failed to get the Emerald. He went through his Team Rose. He failed as well. Team Dark, I failed again. It was up to him as Team Chaotix to get that last Chaos Emerald. And not to, like, talk him down, but I was the better of the 2 of us playing the game, so we had kind of low hopes that we would do it. at the very last second, Team Chaotix grabbed that last emerald to get us into the final story. And I love the fact it felt like Team Chaotix, the goofballs of that game, were the final heroes that we needed to make it to the end. That was awesome. Which kind of leads into their involvement in Shadow the Hedgehog as well. That's a non-shiny. We don't want this Crustle. And that's my rambling about the different Sonic the Hedgehog games. Genesect Gaming is the king of Just Dance, and whenever you play it, you move your entire body to match the motions. Like I said, that's the way I do it too, because it just feels more involving. You know, plus it's, like we said, good exercise. Warm you up for a nice, you know, workout routine afterwards if you want to do. Okay, you want to stop smashing that shell there, Crustle? That's a bit on the spooky side. Hello, Sebastian, PvP. Sorry, I might have missed you as you came in. I was busy yakking about Sonic the Hedgehog. But of course, I'm a big Sonic fan. When I was younger, and of course, back in my day, I'm an old man. Back in my day, there was a whole a whole Nintendo versus Sega debate. Like, you know, which one was the better one? Hearthstone. See, we get items from these things. So, which of the two systems was the better one? I was always a Nintendo fanboy. Admittedly, I still am. I'm not really interested in other consoles that much. But something about Sonic the Hedgehog made me want to play Sonic the Hedgehog. I felt bad because, of course, as a strictly Nintendo fanboy, I did have a Sega Genesis because, like, I wanted to play Sonic the Hedgehog, and I felt somewhat like I was betraying Nintendo in a way. I know it's not really serious, right? But just at that point, I was like, that's the only game I'm really playing not on Nintendo. But what I liked eventually was when Sega stopped making their own consoles and started making, you know, third-party video games. The first system I think that Sonic came to was the Nintendo. The Nintendo Wii, I believe. Actually, no, GameCube. They re-released Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube, and I thought, all right, so me siding with Sonic kind of made sense because now Sonic is on the Nintendo systems and stuff. And I was like, I don't feel like I was betraying Nintendo after all. It was just I was ahead of my time. Yay, Sonic! And of course, that led into things like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I'm still waiting for a full-fledged Mario and Sonic co-op platforming game, because I would love to see that. Like, Mario dealing with Eggman's egg robots, Sonic dealing with, like, the Koopa Troops. The closest we've come to that, I would say, although it's not official, has anyone out there ever seen any of the Flash Animations Super Mario Bros. Z, made by Alvin Earthworm, I think it was? If you haven't seen that, I would say look it up on YouTube, or I think, what's the other one there? I can't remember. There's like another website where they were initially posted as Flash Animations, but it is such a crazy cool series. It is essentially taking characters from Mario Brothers and Sonic the Hedgehog and putting them in like a DBZ, Dragon Ball Z style adventure. And the fight choreography that this guy puts into his animations is astounding. And from what I understand, it was just the one guy doing it, and it was really, really impressive. And, oh, come on, I moved around that. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. Z was really cool. And I'd say if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really awesome. Highly recommended. Alright, let's get caught up on the chat once again here. Hello, Ultra Combo. How have I been? I've been doing okay. How about yourself? Thanks for asking. And Justin Dryden, welcome to our live stream tonight. The only cat in Sonic you know of is Blaze, Genesect Gaming says. Then you owe it to yourself to look up Sonic Adventure and learn more about Big the Cat. He also appears in Sonic and the Secret Rings, too. There was sort of a little, almost like another Where's Waldo kind of thing, where you have to find Big hidden, like, in every level. Not for anything really amazing, but it was kind of cool. Hello to Nathan Lewis. Welcome to our live stream tonight for some Warp Ride Wednesdays. Ultra Wormhole Wonder Trading going on a little bit here. And Ultra Combo wishes Nintendo would get Vector Man and reboot him. I don't remember much about Vector Man. I do remember the name, though. Alright, do we see a shiny? No. I'm going to say that's our last shiny hunt, because I'm going to go for an Ultra Beast next. And Jesus has the 2010 Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Now, is that a winter one, or is that one of the summer ones? Because I have... Which one is that? I have the very first Olympic Games that they put out. It was the summer one. Of course, it's, you know, all motion controlled and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. I remember when they announced it in Nintendo Power, they said, finally, after all these years, we'll finally get to see the answer to the ultimate question everyone's wondered of these two video game champions of who is better. Vector the Crocodile versus Princess Daisy. We'll finally get to see which of them would best the other. in a contest. And then, of course, Mario and Sonic could battle, too. But I love the fact that they went with that joke. Two of the most side characters of all times. That was pretty funny. And yeah, Super Mario Bros. Z was like a DBZ parody, that is true. And not so much even just like a parody so much, but it was inspired by Dragon Ball Z. And they put a lot of creative stuff into it. Like, there's a part where one of the questions is, what if Sonic would ever use a fire flower from Mario's world? How would it affect him? Because we've seen Bowser get power-ups from, you know, the other stuff in the Mushroom Kingdom. He got... How many power-ups did he use in... Was it 3D Land? Or 3D World or something like that for the Wii U? Like, spoilers for the final boss, but Bowser used a lot of the power-ups that Mario could use. So it's not just limited to, you know, the plumbers or the human characters. Even the Koopa King himself could use the power-ups that Mario and his brother had access to. And actually, Peach and Toad had those too. So, in one of the episodes of Super Mario Bros. Z, Sonic uses a fire flower and becomes like Fire Sonic. And it was pretty cool what they did. Now, granted, a lot of the power-ups that they use in Super Mario Bros. Z basically gives them like Super Saiyan powers and stuff. So, like, it's essentially just a power-up to Super Saiyan levels. I hear Nihilego! Here we are! $16.99. I couldn't go 1 extra cent to go 17 bucks? Alright then. And Jesus has the winter one. Hello to Joshua, Pokemon Goer. I believe that would be the name. And let's see, the winter one. Okay. I got multiple shinies last week. That's right, Genesect. What happened to the luck? Now, we might get a critical throw on this Nihilego. Now, what if we've saved our shiny luck for this Nihilego, I wonder? I'm going to walk all around. Gee, look at this. I'm not even doing anything. Alright, let's get caught up once again here. Sonic and the Secret Rings, the characters like Tails were just filler. I mean, that's true. They were just taking the place of other literary characters from the, the Arabian Night stories. And wasn't Big debuted in Knuckles Chaotix for the 3DO? I don't think he was. You might be thinking of Mighty the Armadillo. Because I know Mighty was in it, but yeah, Big is this big round blue, or sorry, blue, I was going to say big round blue purple cat. No, big round purple cat who's all about fishing, and then him and his friend Froggy, I'm pretty sure they first appeared in Sonic Adventure, but I could be mistaken on that. And hello to DBA, think of Dragon Ball, NBA, Live Mobile, welcome to our stream. Hello Katie Sue Vale. Did you miss anything? Not really. We were looking for shiny Pokemon, we haven't found any. We might find this Phenomenon as a shiny. I highly doubt it. Also, I hate dealing with this thing. It goes for the Stealth Rocks right away. I should bring a Rapid Spinner. Actually, I shouldn't, because if I go for the False Swipe, that lowers it down, then Rapid Spin will knock it out. I can't do that. Have I played any Super Mario Galaxy games? Which game do I like more? I definitely... Well, I played the first one to completion. I'm going to go ahead and Ice Beam for starters. Yeah, so I played Mario Galaxy, the first one. I did manage to beat that. I really, really like Mario Galaxy games. And I played Mario Galaxy 2. I didn't complete that one. I think I own that. I do own that. Did I beat that? I might have beaten that. I can't even remember. But I wasn't as big a fan of that one because I was hoping it was going to fit storyline-wise. Like, you know, this is the next part of the story of the Mario Galaxy series. It doesn't really fit storyline-wise. It just basically, Bowser is up to his shenanigans once again, his no-goodery, and boom, the adventure begins. The first one has a lot more drawn-out story to explain why he has those powers and stuff. Please don't do that again, Nihilego. You've never used Mirror Coat the entire time I've ever fought you. What are you doing now? Let's go with a nice Hyper Potion, get Seaward back up and running. One False Swipe brings us down to, I believe, 1 HP. I don't think your defense will handle a False Swipe. Just don't Power Gem me. What did I just... How much does this do? Yeah, I can go for a False Swipe right now. Now, if I manage to capture this Nihilego, what would you folks like to see it nicknamed? Oh, look at that! Dodging that move. Alright. I kind of want to let Seaward fall. I'm going to use a Roto Catch right now. I want to get a safe switch into Critter to go for the Sleep Powder. There's Power Gem. Can you knock me out, please? I mean, apologies to our Do-What buddy. Also, Ninja Do-What in the chat. Please avert your eyes as this happens. But, I kind of need to let Critter come in without taking a Power Gem. What can I use here? I guess I'll give Pikachu Citrus Berry just to fill up a turn. There we go. And can you drop me with Power Gem? Yes, you can, unless we tough it out. Hang on. Oh, C-word, come on. Just, I appreciate your contribution, buddy. Is there any way, like, he clearly doesn't want to faint. Let's do this. If Critter can dodge a Power Gem, that would be awesome. If he can't, I'll let Pikachu come and paralyze this thing. Come on, Critter. You're going to take 50% damage from the Stealth Rock, which I hate seeing. Tough it out, Critter. Come on. C-word did it. Yes! Now, should I potion up? I'm going to max potion. Because there's a chance Critter could eventually dodge one of these hits. Not that one. Well, he survives them, though. I'm just going to go for the sleep powder right now, though. Take a nap, Nihilego. Alright, let's get caught up once again here. Hello to Lil LaBelle. Welcome to our stream tonight for some Wormhole Wonder Trading as we do our Warp Ride Wednesdays. Listen to all those W's. The alliteration is on point. Alright, let's go. Pokeball it up. And let's see. You still think Sonic and Knuckles was the best 2D Sonic? That was very good. I would say, you know, of course, the best would be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I hate when these things wake up that fast. That's annoying. They shouldn't be allowed to wake up after one turn. Back in my day, back in like the regular Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, sleep lasted so much longer. Alright, we're going to Thunder Wave this thing. Not as good a catch rate as sleep, but a guaranteed permanent condition of paralysis. Okay, let's see what else is going on there. So Big looks hilarious, that is true. And just the fact that his gameplay is so different from the rest of the characters in that game. I love it. It's just like, it's a nice relaxed pace for the game. It's very cool. He has less stages too than the other people. And but the first game was a good part of the story for Mario. It was actually really good. It felt like a continuation. Like, not just you're thrown into a new adventure and have fun. You know, like there was progression, it felt like. Naming it the Nile River. Actually, for Nihilego, that could be an idea. No Name, a SpongeBob reference. Look at the full paralysis. Okay, I'm liking that. Name it Big Chaos. Actually, it does seem kind of like Chaos in a way, doesn't it? Chaos Zero. Yeah. I kind of like that. It's causing a lot of chaos. And name it Meg. I'm assuming that's something in reference to Family Guy. Because, I guess it's wearing a hat. That's true. Alright, I'm going to switch into our defensive Pokemon here. Let's get Caliburn in here. He can take these hits, especially in his shield form. And K2C wants to be in the Battle Royal if we hold one. Well, what I'll do, my new routine for the Warp Ride Wednesdays is as soon as I've made all my catches, the first 3 people to mention their name in the chat as soon as I ask for it, we will do Battle Royal, and the first person to win manages to get one of these special Pokemon. So if you want to do that, just wait. When I say go in the chat, that's when you want to start throwing your in-game names down. Also, for anyone that wants to take the moment right now to add my friend code in the game, I'll put it on screen right down below the webcam. Feel free to drop your friend code in the chat if you don't have me on your list just yet, and I will add you all in before we do the Battle Royal. And then, moving a little notepad over here, and then I'll get the first 3 people to drop their names to get into the Battle Royal, and the winner gets to choose one of the Pokemon I'll be giving out. Alright, we're still trying to catch this. I got plenty of Pokeballs, though. We're going to snag this thing. Nihilego kind of looks like a wig. It looks like the perfect cosplay accessory. That is true. It comes with a hat, also. It also is annoying because it won't stay in our Pokeballs. But you're not doing any damage to us. Why don't you just back down, Nihilego? You know you're getting caught. And Freeze was broken in Gen 1. That's right, CRJ. Like, Freeze would never thaw out back then, I'm pretty sure. What I thought was kind of funny, though, I didn't give Pokemon enough credit. For all the glitches and stuff that Gen 1 had, I didn't think they would plan for this. But I was training up a Hitmonchan at one point, and I fought a Wild Weezing, and with a nice Ice Punch, I froze it solid. And I was like, alright, cool. So now that it can't fight back, I can do whatever I want. So I went for a Fire Punch against it, did some damage, and then I said, the Wild Weezing unfroze or was thawed or whatever it said, and I was like, what? And then I clued in like, of course, I hit it with fire. I didn't think that they would have thought ahead and programmed fire to thaw out ice like that. But I was really impressed that they put that in. Alright, Nihilego, you're wasting everybody's time. Stay in this Pokeball. I'm not giving you a better Pokeball than this. You're getting the red and white. Stay in there. And back in red, blue, and yellow, things like Wrap, Fire Spin, and Clamp were broken. Definitely. They weren't the best. At least this gives me lots of time to talk to you guys. This thing is annoying. I'm going to call it Annoyance, actually. Alright, so yeah, Chaos is a good name. I'll go with that. I think we already caught one named Lily a long time back, but I'll probably bring the names back eventually, because we're going to run out of names and have to recycle back through. Mickey wants in the Battle Royal. Well, definitely sounds like a good option. Like I say, I'll say go once I head over to Festival Plaza. And the first 3 names that pop up in the chat, I will send you battle invites. Oh my good gosh! How many Pokeballs will you drain out of my collection? Nihilego, stop! I'm watching my playback here. That should have been a catch. Ah, fun times. Did I get the request in Pokemon TCG? I don't think I did see it yet. What is your username on that? Like, if I didn't get it yet, I'll see it next time I log in, though. I've added a couple people. In fact, I might have gotten it. I've added 2 more people today when I logged in. I did manage to finally complete my challenges. I got the water type challenges. I didn't even realize I had a water challenge to do X number of damage as well as get knockouts. I cleaned up today using that Imperial Command deck of Empoleon. I will go through all 66 Pokeballs. I don't care, Nihilego. I'm not giving you anything other than this now, after all this effort. This is frankly pretty stupid. So Joshua is watching American Dad right now. I wasn't that big a fan. Well, I guess, you know, I'm not a super big fan of Family Guy itself. Parts of it I do think is good, but I'm not like, I gotta sit down and watch every episode. But I guess that's me with TV in general now. I don't, for the first time, well, okay, here we go. Many, many years back, I didn't realize this, but I stopped watching TV because I was more about watching things on YouTube. And at one point, I was working on something on the computer, and I don't like this thing. I'm about to knock it out. I really hate it. But anyway, I was working on things on the computer, and I wanted some background noise, so I turned the TV on just to throw like an old sitcom on, a rerun, and it occurred to me, I was like, this is the first time in several months that I've turned this TV on to watch something. And it kind of blew my mind a little bit. Like, when did I stop watching television this much? But anyway, so I'm more into watching YouTube and things, so TV series in general, I don't really watch that much of nowadays. Unless I see clips of it on YouTube. Oh, are you kidding me? Nihilego! I'm going down to 55 Pokeballs. Any less than that, I'm knocking this thing out. I'm sorry, I'm not going to trade it out if it's going to be this much of a jerk. Alright, and CRJ says, don't talk about Wrap or Fire Spin in Gen 1. You get so frustrated, Ekka's using Wrap. Caught it, whatever. And Lucario 060, or 6060, I don't think I saw that yet, but if not, I will confirm it next time I log in. You got destroyed with... Oh, when you were a kid, you destroyed a kid with a level 500 Starmie. I was like, how do you get level 500? Alright, so definitely I would like to call this thing annoying, but we'll go with Chaos, because that kind of fits as well. Hey, that's my name with an O. Did you know? Let's see what this thing's all about. It is not a bad nature, I guess. The defense stat is terrible to begin with. So speed up, defense down. Hasty is not the worst. Alright, off to the PC it goes. Now I'm going to go into the computer and start arranging Pokemon for trading out. And if I use rare candies, they just keep going up. Oh, is that what happens with the glitch? I've never done the missing no glitch. I heard there's a chance it could like corrupt your file and erase your game, and I was like, I'm not risking that. So I never really did the missing no glitch. You could say I was missing out on missing no. but I was okay with that. Alright, Rotom, what do you got for all those troubles? I'll take that. I gotta breed some Pokemon for our Wi-Fi battles on Friday. I haven't started that yet. I gotta look into that. But bear in mind, so this Friday coming will be our Wi-Fi battling, where you guys can take on my team, get a chance for a special Pokemon gifted out to you. Next Friday is going to be like that big, amazing, surprise, secret thing that I haven't announced yet. As soon as our stream is done Friday night, I will tell you what's going on with that. Something I've been planning for a little whiles here. Little whiles. Multiple whiles. Not just the one while. It's going to be pretty interesting. Alright, let's go heal up, because we deserve it after all that. Hello to NoivernFan23. Sorry I missed your comment earlier there. I was so busy dealing with that Ultra Beast. And what Pokemon was this? Little Fresh is asking. It's one of the Ultra Beasts of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Well, also seen in regular Sun and Moon. So think of it as like sort of a legendary in a way, but not exactly quite. Okay, so what do we got here? I'm going to put you in the QR code box. There we go. Alright, we're going to put you in an empty box here. In eggs number 3. Alright, we also got to add some more Pokemon from our giveaways here. What else do we have? Ultra Beast. I'll grab one of our Buzzwole. I'm going to keep our Blacephalon because I only have the one. And I don't think I can get more of those, so I want to hang on to that. But I'll add... Oh, this is... When did we catch this guy? Chuck. I don't remember naming that. So we're going to add that one. We're going to go to our shiny box as well. Now, since we don't have other shinies to give out, I'm going to first give out this Crustle. And do you think it's time to give out one of the legendaries I've gotten through Wonder Trading? I think it might be. What did I say to a nice, shiny Thundurus? I think I'll add that into our giveaway here as well. Now, one other thing, I'm going to go over to our Koga box. I'm going to toss one of our Protein Froakie into the mix as well. I'll just grab this one right here. So these are the 5 Pokemon we'll be sending out through Wonder Trade, but first and foremost, we got a Battle Royal to do, so the winner can choose one of these Pokemon. So I'm going to say go in the chat. As soon as you see that, go ahead and start throwing your usernames in-game. Now, if you've also added my code, and I don't have yours yet, feel free to send your code through the chat, and I'll add you in before we connect to the Festival Plaza on the Wi-Fi. Alright, let me pop out here for a moment. I'm going to pop into Festival Plaza. Actually, yeah, I'll go here right now. I'm not going to connect to the internet just yet. But I'm going to say go. And let's see those names. I need 3 opponents who want to battle me in a Battle Royal and try to win. We got CRJ, we got Ash, we got Ruffle. Do I have all 3 of you, I wonder? I think I should. And we will save the game, of course. So let's take a look and see. Do we have all 3 of these opponents? And wait, can I switch over to my other layout? Do I have it on this one? I've got all these different layouts for my live streams here. No, I don't. So I guess if you see my bottom screen, it doesn't really matter. I gotta set up a whole other screen here for the Battle Royal part. And Jesus asking, you're here, what did you miss? Well, we just finished capturing that Nihilego. It took like, what, 20 minutes, I think? Maybe not, but we caught that, and we're now doing our Battle Royal with 3 opponents from the chat. Let me see, we got CRJ, we got Ash. I don't see Ruffle. Do I have your friend code? I'm going to update again. I'll give it a few tries. If we can't add you in, I'll go with Katie Sue, because I do see her right here. But let's just make sure we have our friend codes exchanged for future videos, future live streams. I'll try updating one more time. Yeah, a very annoying Nihilego, as Genesect Gaming says. I see Ray. That's not Ruffle, though. I think I'll go with... There's Ruffle. Okay, so those are the 3 names that we got. So we're going to confirm a Battle Royale. So we got our 3 opponents here. So anyone else who wants to do a battle in the chat, you can do so while we are waiting here. Now, although we got our opponents, if anyone else wants to get a chance for one of these Pokemon, I will Wonder Trade the remainders out after the battle. Yeah, it's going to be no limitations. It's going to be essentially no holds barred. Bring whatever Pokemon you want to bring. Alright, let us see if we get everybody confirmed. I could probably switch over to my other layout right now, though. Let's see here. So we are doing the communication. Who decides the battle rules? We're going to choose, decide myself. We will do the no holds barred of the normal rules. And I'll just leave the screen as it is, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to just use my last team that I used here. We got our Koga team. I took Springer out of the Koga team. I mean, I'll just go with these guys, though. I think we'll be okay there. Will we? I think Arbok has the same moves. Okay. And I'm going to go with... I like this music. The Ultra Recon Squad is pretty cool. Jesus says to name 3 ghost types, or 3 good ghost types. Gengar is pretty good, speed-wise and special offense. What is it? Sableye is pretty good, of course, for the interesting typing and the Mega Evolution potential. And also, I guess Aegislash is pretty good. That thing can be used any way you want. Like with speed priority of Shadow Sneak and stuff like that, you can... Who do I want to go with first? Hang on. We'll leave my Intimidator out there. But yeah, the what is it? Stance change. Going into your shield form and going into the attack form, or sorry, blade form is pretty cool. So, interesting ghost types right there. And let's see here. Hello to Doggy Boy. Welcome to our live stream tonight. We're at the Battle Royal part of our Warp Ride Wednesdays. And after this, I'll Wonder Trade out a number of Pokemon. So we're just waiting on CRJ's team to be selected. Again, I am likely the first one to fall. I'm okay with that. I want one of you folks here to win this fight. That way you guys get yourself one of those Pokemon of your choosing. I'm actually going to switch over my layout, though. I want to kind of keep things secret. Let's go to Wi-Fi. And bear with me, that gift trophy thing was from the last week there. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're good. Now you guys have no clue what to expect. Although, if you battled me last week, you kind of know what to expect. Hello to Luke. You are late, but you still made it here for the last little bit of our stream tonight. And name 2... Okay, Genesect Gaming says, name your 2 favorite legendaries. I actually do know which ones they are, because you did say them earlier. Before I do, can anyone else in the chat mention what those are? And Doggy Boy would like to battle. Well, we're going to do just this one battle tonight, so I won't do any more battling just yet. But if anyone else wants to battle in the chat, you guys can exchange your codes and do some battling there. But if you do want to do a battle against the Professor, come on back Friday night. We'll do some gym battling where I'm using a Psychic-themed team, and you guys can get a special Pokemon as a reward for defeating me. Alright, so we see Blacephalon, Fire Ghost type. We see the Primal Groudon, I would expect. And a Furfrou, possibly with Fur Coat, making it less damaging to physical moves. That's right, I think Jesus has it correct there in the chat. Genesect and Yveltal. Look at that charred black Primal Groudon. Alright, this is an interesting fight going on here. Good luck, says Joshua, to everybody. Definitely good luck to all of you, because, as I say, I am probably done for. Question being, what can I do to possibly affect anything here? I'm gonna try something. Let's give this a shot. Let's get Arbok out of there. Let's get our nice flying type in there in case we see Precipice Blades come from that Primal Groudon. Shadow Ball goes into the Groudon. Nice neutral damage. Not bad offensively, too. There's the Precipice Blades, as I was expecting. Edgy face. Alright, Burrow is fine. Oh, Blacephalon falls. I gotta make a better layout for this so we can see all the HPs. But that's one knockout on the Groudon side there. And we see Cotton Guard drastically raising defense on Furfrou. Huh. Interesting. So the Groudon is the target now, folks. It does have a point. We get to see who comes in next on the opposing side. Mamoswine. Okay, so It is still weak to ground, which is kind of okay for us, given that we are flying type. Now, of course, on the off chance that I manage to win one of these battle royals, that just means I'll just Wonder Trade all the Pokemon out. But I really think that's not going to be an issue at any point if we see things like these come into the battle. Primal Groudon for the win, yeah. In case you're way too late watching the live stream, well, you know, you're still here at least. You get to check this out. Is that... Oh, what was that? Eruption or Overheat? I don't even recall. I believe it was Overheat. Yep, Harshly Fell, special attack. Giga Impact. No, not Burrow. He did nothing. Well, let's go and do this then. Let's get another Intimidate up. Lower more attack stat. Okay. CRJ says, kill the Groudon. Well, first of all, let's clarify that. Knock out the Groudon. Pokemon do not die, remember. And if you believe that, then thank you. Alright. It is time to be careful. Mamoswine running away, leaving the battlefield. In comes their own Groudon. Do we see a red orb on that also? It's also shiny. Where are all these shiny Groudon coming from? It would be kind of cool if it didn't have the red orb, though, to see a regular shiny Groudon and the Primal together. Whoever has the Furfrou, attack the Groudon, CRJ says. We're going to coil up. Let's get our defense up, our attack up also, and throw that accuracy a little bit higher as well. And we can see Precipice Blades from that first Groudon. Now super effective on the incoming Groudon, but it is -2 attack. And Arbok handles that thanks to the coil. Furfrou has to recharge from the Giga Impact, of course. Alright, so... I'm kind of afraid of something. I'm being more of an annoyance than anything in this fight. Like, it's up to you guys to take each other out, essentially. Remember, the first person, or the first time any player loses all their Pokemon, the match is then over, and then whoever has the most points and remaining Pokemon does get declared the winner. So if whoever's in the lead, you can then target down whoever has the least Pokemon, but it's up to the other players to try to take down first place and slow that process down. Genesec says, which Groudon do you attack? You're fast! I thought Arbok could have handled that. Alright, well, one of the Groudon now has 2 points. So, that might be a target. Giga Impact misses. I must have went for one of the other Pokemon there. Okay, things have become interesting. So right now, the Groudon on the top left has 2 points, and there's 2 Pokemon remaining, which I think would put them in the lead. On Furfrou's side, there's 1 point with 3 Pokemon remaining. I do have to make a better layout for these. I'll probably work on that afterwards. Alright, in comes Stinger. And in comes Zygarde. Also shiny. Which reminds me, I still have to knock everything off my desk and claim my Zygarde. I got a code. Maybe I'll wait and give that code to one of you folks, because I'm not going to use that Zygarde for anything. I'll do that as a special giveaway as well, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, our only possible chance, maybe-ish, is to Mega Evolve up. Let's pick up all of this stuff. I don't have to wear like my scissors and all that. Definitely don't want to leave those sitting on the floor. Alright, let's go, Stinger. Ooh, extreme speed. Really? You're going to mess with my Beedrill like that? I'm trying to take out the Groudon for you. See, if you had targeted that thing down also... Stinger with the dodge. Not bad. Not a lot of damage from the Precipice Blades either way, but Furfrou... What's with Stinger? What? That's pretty awesome. Alright, well... I think I lose to another extreme speed, obviously based on what we just saw, so... That brings the match to an end, but if Zygarde does knock out Stinger, then that means Groudon wins, being in first place. I think, anyway. I'm going to try to get some damage off on this non-resistant type. And we got the poison. 1,000 arrows. Oh, protected against. Oh, it hits everybody? At least it's spread damage reduced. Doesn't matter, though, because Stinger still falls. He finally took a hit. Look at that. And Giga Impact, also protected against. So who does this give the win to? Is that CRJ, I think, would get the win? I don't know. Because the Zygarde just got a knockout. Let's find out. The winner of the Battle Royal is... Ash. Ash wins. Ash gets first choice of the Pokemon. Okay, let me switch back over to our other layout. Right here, I gotta fix the bottom screen because it always does this. Don't need to save the video, that's fine. And apparently my webcam is not available. One sec, I gotta unplug it and replug it back in. I don't know why my computer decides to be annoying like this. Just give me one moment here, folks, and I'll set up that trade offer in just a moment here. Come on, webcam. You got this. Come on, webcam. Come on, webcam. One sec. We might have to end this off without webcam, sadly. I don't know why. I also don't know why this thing always takes out the bottom screen on me. Technology, I tell you. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, it is a Tuesday. Or in this case, a Wednesday. Alright, come on, webcam. Work. That's the last time I'm going to try that. Let's set up a trade invite with Ash. And boom. Okay, so... yeah, problems of a YouTuber indeed. Let me try this then. Can we refresh that? There we go. Alright. Problem solved. So Ash has to choose which Pokemon that they get. Where did that other thing go? There it is. Something else that fell down during the big desktop crash of 2018. So we gotta choose which one. Now, first of all, who in the chat was battling? I believe that was... scroll back up here. Joshua Pokemon Goer, I believe. Alright, so Joshua, which of these 5 Pokemon would you like? And the remainder of them will be Wonder Traded out for you guys to have a chance. And I will say go in the chat. Also, when you see the word go in the chat, that's when I'm clicking trade in real time, because the stream is a few seconds delayed. So when you see me say go, that's when you want to trade out a Wonder Trade as well for a chance to get one of these things. You'll take the Froakie, the Protein Froakie. Alright, let's offer that up for you there. You can trade back whatever you want. It's your call. Getting us a Smeargle. Awesome stuff. That's pretty good for trading, or sorry, breeding egg moves onto something too, since Smeargle can sketch any move at once. Although this one's female, but I could use it to breed more male Smeargle as well. And if it has really good stats, that'd be kind of cool. Of course, Smeargle does have limited egg groups that it can be in, but for those groups that it's in, it's a pretty good Pokemon to pass down some moves. So enjoy your Protein Froakie. I do have more Froakie available though, folks, for tomorrow's Wonder Trade night. I'm going to trade an entire box of Froakie with Protein, max speed, max special attack, going through Wonder Trade. So come on back tomorrow night for that. Now then, we got some Wonder Trading to do for the remainder of these 4 Pokemon. Thank you everybody for battling, by the way, and congratulations to Joshua in the chat for managing to get the win. Destroying my poor Beedrill. But it's all in good fun. He understands. That's what Pokemon are all about. You are welcome for the battle as well. And enjoy the Protein Froakie. Alright, so now let's start Wonder Trading off some more Pokemon. I've got the Chaos here that we have caught. And when you see the word go, as I say, that's when you want to click the yes button on your trade. Let's copy this because I'm a lazy old sort. Oops. Wrong button. Hang on. I didn't want to paste. I want to copy. This gives you guys time to see when I'm going to say go, though. Alright, so prepare and go. Trading out Chaos. Took, what, 20 to 30 Pokeballs to catch this thing. Hopefully it goes to someone who will make good use of it. Because I, basically, would just lock it in the Pokeball and leave it sealed away forever because of all that effort. Maybe. I don't know, depending on what the stats would have been like. And we have Lizbiel from New Mexico, United States, is our trade partner. Genesec says, if I could have any Mega Evolving Pokemon, you would want Mega Metagross. That thing is kind of scary with the tough claws, I will say. Especially if it goes for Meteor Mash and gets the attack boost. We get a Magikarp for our Nihilego. Yay! Could be an okay Magikarp, though. Probably isn't. I mean, I think I breed better Magikarp. Well, I shouldn't say. I don't know what the stats are like, but I breed pretty decent Magikarp. And you would ride the Mega Metagross. You could ride the regular Metagross, too, because I think it pulls its arms in and hovers, which I think actually looks pretty cool. Alright, so we have Chuck, a Buzzwole. We're going to do a Wonder Trade for that one. And we have Blue Cooper, welcome to our stream, asking if you can do a trade. Well, if you get a chance, when you see me say go in the chat, if you're Wonder Trading, you have a chance to get one of these Pokemon. I'm not going to do any direct trades tonight other than to the winner of our Battle Royal. But tomorrow night, if you want to come back, we have at the same time, or tomorrow night, about 11 hours, no, not 11, 23 hours from now, so at 9 p.m. Atlantic, I'll be doing a Wonder Trade session. A whole box of Protein Froakie are being Wonder Traded out. And we'll do the same format. I will say go in the chat and let you guys know when I'm trading out one of those Froakie. So let's see where Chuck is being sent off to. We're going to chuck him to the internet. To Xavier in New York in the United States. And Genesect tore the like button in half. So that means if you click, you have to click both halves to make it work, or can one half work now? And Blue Cooper is asking how to get in the Battle Royal. Well, we've already done our battle for the night. Tonight's videos, tonight's format is I go through the wormhole, capture some shinies, or try to capture some Ultra Beasts, do one Battle Royal, the winner gets to pick one of those Pokemon, and then we Wonder Trade the rest out. And then I just Wonder Trade the rest out. So yeah, we're not doing direct trades tonight. We're going to do just that one direct trade to the winner. But the remainder of the Pokemon are being Wonder Traded, and tomorrow night, we're doing more Wonder Trading for those Protein Froakie. So Genesect says, click both halves of that like button if you want to make it work. Alright, one more Wonder Trade here. We got one more after this, actually. I'm going to send out the Crustle. A nice green Crustle. Go ahead, folks. Trade is being done. And if anybody in the chat does happen to get one of these Pokemon, feel free to let us know. I'm hoping eventually someone in our chat will get it. I remember last time we did Wonder Trading, I think last week, 2 people in the chat got each other, which was really awesome. Alright, this trade partner is Noah from Tennessee in the United States. Do we have a Noah in the chat? Does anyone know of a Noah in the chat? Katie Sue says you want that Pokemon. Well, even if you don't get this one particular, more future more future Wormhole Warp Riding in the future means, I said future twice, I might get another one of the shiny Crustle. CRJ got Joshua for the trade. He said you're not greedy. Alrighty. And we got a Bonsly. Already have you in the Pokedex. Okay. One last Wonder Trade. It's going to be that shiny Thundurus, which actually, I'm not sure. Actually, this comes from neo.ytv, so I'm assuming that's another YouTuber. Now, when I see a Pokemon that is shiny, level 100 with max stats like this, I don't think it's legit. I don't want to put any false accusations out there. However, I know for a fact I'm not going to use these Pokemon myself, so I don't mind forwarding them along. So if you want to maybe check out Neo on YouTube, say thank you for the Prankster shiny level 100 Thundurus, feel free to do so. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's many people named Neo, but just maybe you can look them up and see what's going on. All right, so we're going to send this last one out in right now. And if anyone out there manages to get this, awesome stuff. Genesect has opened your first pack in TCG, and you got Incineroar GX. Not bad. There are many other more powerful GXs, but I'm not going to diminish that. That is a GX. Very high HP, very good power output right there. I believe its GX move causes a burn for sure, doesn't it? We have Tyler from Ohio in the United States getting Neo, the shiny level 100 Thundurus. It is also, I didn't mention, in its... No, it's its regular form, isn't it? I was thinking the Terrian form, which is... What does that one look like again?